Hello everybody and welcome back to Monifactory. So last time we automated oxygen and started working on HNN. Now I would like to do a whole lot more HNN today. However, there's a few things I would like to talk about. First of all, I am back from vacation, so I'm very happy about that. I can play this again, but also I've made a few things. You might be able to see a tool belt around me with some nifty electronic tools. These weren't really hard to make. Can I get this one? Like this, just needed some tools to make an LV power unit. All this stuff I have, right? So that really wasn't that hard, and I made that for a few of the tools, but I also have all of these just straight up on my tool belt now, which is really nice. I need to upgrade it still, but I ran out of levels, so we'll figure that out eventually. I think I can eat these, but I'm not going to. But now, on to the main purpose of today. So we did start HNN, however, I can't really automate HNN and a lot of this stuff until I automate pulsating prediction matrix, which this needs basically ender pearls, which I don't have automated, right? I'm going to need this Enderman prediction and an Enderman data model, which this I need extraterrestrial matter for, which needs hellish matter. I'm gonna have to make some of that, which needs netherrack, which is gonna be a little bit annoying. Gonna need a lot of lava, but I mean, I'll figure it out. Not something I can't do. I'm gonna make a whole bunch more simulation chambers and then set them down so we can upgrade more than one model at a time. All right, well, unfortunately, I was only able to make one of these. I'll make some more in between cuts in this episode, but let me go ahead and plug this thing in. These don't think you use that much power. Yeah, it's only using 64 FE a tick. We're fine. So the data models that I would like to get today is I would like to get at hopefully 2 or 3 Enderman models, and then maybe a Shulker model would be really nice to do. But for right now, the main focus is Enderman, so we can automate the pulsating prediction matrix to automate all of this. So for that, I'm going to need 8 extraterrestrial matter, which I could and probably should just make something that makes hellish matter. So blaze, ghast, or wither skeleton data models. Now I want to look at what everything of these drops. Wither skeletons can give you lead. Do blazes give you anything special? Sulfur, that's probably a really useful one. And ghast give you silver. Ooh, those are all kind of not sure which one I want. I think I'm gonna go probably with blazes first, because I know we can also use blaze rods. So for that, I'm going to need blaze powder, which I should be able to do, and then also a bunch of hellish matter. So I'm just gonna need a whole bunch of netherrack, and we should be good to go. All right, so instead of making a whole bunch of netherrack or a bunch of hellish matter with netherrack, what I'm gonna do is make as little netherrack as possible, because using lava is really annoying, and make a nether cake so I can get the netherrack that way to make all of the hellish matter. So I should be able to make netherrack by chemical reacting dust and lava. Sweet. Okay, that should be a whole bunch of those. Be able to combine this with some overworldian matter. Can I just make this? Yes. Okay. I didn't even need to go to the nether. Probably a good idea that I do though anyway, so I am gonna make the nether cake. Awesome, I now have another cake. I'm just gonna set this over here with all the other cakes. We do have this blaze data model, so I am gonna go ahead and place this into the simulation chamber we have. So this should be working. Yes, you're gonna level up, you're gonna give me a whole bunch of hellish matter, which I can then turn into extraterrestrial matter. All right, so with these ender pearls, I should hopefully be able to make the Enderman data model that I need. So I should be able to make this? Yes, awesome. Okay, and I'm going to make 3 more of the Enderman data models, I think. Just because they're going to be good to have, and I'm going to be using a lot of these, and this makes some pretty good stuff. So I think now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and actually start setting this up instead of just having this really bootleg thing here. So I'm going to get rid of you and you, and I'm going to try and set something up on the 2nd floor. I want to have all of my simulation chambers up here. So for this system on the 2nd floor of that building, I'm going to want kind of a drawer system. So I'm going to need a drawer controller. Awesome. So drawer controller, I'm probably going to need the other stuff too, like the linking tool and the configuration tool. Are these hard to make? No, I just need an emerald. Do I have emeralds? I should. Yes, I have plenty of emeralds. Alrighty, so what I want to have is I want to have a drawer controller somewhere with a whole bunch of drawers, right? So I want, how do I want to do this? I'm probably going to have my simulation chambers just like right here. I have to connect them up to power, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. Yeah, that is going to be a little frustrating. So I might need to have it like one forward, and it's just going to have to look a little bit ugly. And I'll have a drawer controller here, and I want to have some sort of output getting taken from all these simulation chambers going into the drawer controller, and then also input, which is going to be all of our pulsating prediction matrix. So I'm going to bring up, this looks so bad. I'm going to bring up power through right here. That should be good. I should be able to connect all of these. Now, we're not going to have the power for like running a whole bunch of these at once right now, but in the future, we should be able to. So now, given I had my models, I would be able to put them in here. So the Enderman one can go ahead and go in here. Zombie can go in here, Blaze can go in here, but obviously they don't have anything I need yet, right? For now, I'm gonna have the drawer controller, I think right here, and then have the drawers probably just like sitting over here, right? And this should hopefully all be in the range, yes. So if I grab all of my pulsating prediction matrix and I put that in this drawer, that should be locked to this drawer. And what I'm gonna do is have my small item pipes here. I'm gonna have my pipes connected up like so. So what this should do is take only pulsating prediction matrix out of the system. I'm gonna need to go ahead and connect these. And I'm gonna have a conveyor module. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. Importing into this on round robin. So these should be getting the pulsating prediction matrix. Yes, awesome. So these are gonna be running. I'm not getting enough power. Probably because this one is using up all of the power. So for now, I think I want to disable this one. It's looking like I'm really cutting it close here with this Enderman model. But now what I want to go ahead and do is I want to have all these item pipes here. And these are going to go into the drawer controller. So once I get some things for extraterrestrial matter, I would like some for overworldian matter. And I probably don't have any nether matter right now because I ran out of power. But I have some down here. Now, I'm curious as to see if I do this, is it going to extract from all of these? I don't think it will. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I might need to have like a conveyor on each and every one of these, which is going to be a little bit frustrating. I'm not going to lie, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So I should be able to go ahead and get my screwdriver. If I do this, say you go into the system, you should take stuff out. Yes, right now it's only going to take the extraterrestrial matter and it should go into the drawer. Perfect. Okay, that should hopefully work. Now I just need drawers for all of the different pristines, or not pristine. Is that what it's called? I think it's what it used to be called, but now they're just called predictions. So for right now, I'm going to disable everything except for the Enderman so that all of my pulsating prediction matrix gets used on the Enderman model. That way, hopefully this levels up as much as possible from this because I really don't want to make more. But this is going to be the general system I think I'm going to do. So I'll have a line of simulation chambers going along, probably another line coming around here, and that is probably going to fill up this whole floor. So now what I'm going to need is a loot fabricator. This isn't going to be that hard to do. I just need MV circuits, which I have, and energetic alloy plates. I should be able to make one of these. I just need one of these right now. So with this, what I need to do is actually automate pulsating prediction matrix. So I'm going to take these Enderman predictions from up here, turn those into ender pearls, and then use those to make these. So I think I'm just going to make a separate line. I don't really particularly want to use this oxygen or this oxygen line here because oxygen I'm going to be using a lot of. So I want to keep this by itself, but I will probably put it right next to it. So I'm going to make a whole bunch more machines again. So pulsating prediction matrix is a bit of a long line. So there's the clay part and there's the pulsating dust part. So the pulsating dust part is the reason we need ender pearls automated. So that's going to come from resonant clathrate, which is going to come from nether quartz and resonant ender. Now, luckily the nether quartz can be combined with the clay line a little bit because all we need is to electrolyze 4 pieces of glass, which we can get from the same stuff we're making clay out of. So we're going to need to split the sand off into making dust and also into making glass so that we can use the dust for clay, the glass for quartz, and the clay obviously is used with the pulsating dust to make the matrix. So shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so I should have everything I need. I am missing one thing, and that is a MV converter, but we'll get there when we get there. I just kind of want to set this up. So I'm going to need another cobblestone generator. I guess, is this all going to fit right here? I guess I can just break this wall down if I need to. So I'm going to have my cobblestone being generated right here. So after that, there's a few things I need to do with this. Now, this, I don't think I want to store the excess. I don't really see a point because I'm doing that all over here. So I don't really need to do it again. So that's probably a good idea if I do. Okay, yeah, I will. So I'm going to have this go ahead and output the cobblestone into this drawer. From there, I'm going to grab a forge hammer. I am going to forge hammer that into gravel, forge hammer that into sand. Now, this sand we're going to want to do 2 things with. One of the things is we're going to want to cook the sand into glass, and the other, this is going to be interesting. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and store the sand here. So one of the things I want to do with the sand is I want to cook it into glass down here. But I'm also going to want to forge hammer it again, probably just up here, and turn that into dust. So the sand is going to be smelted into glass up here, and after that, it's going to be electrolyzed into quartz. But down here, I am also going to want to forge hammer that again and turn that into dust. So is where things are gonna be a bit tricky. The dust I want to turn into clay. That's gonna be done with a chemical reactor with a whole bunch of water, which I should be able to do. So once I have the clay, then it's ready to go into another drawer, probably is what I should do. I'll have a drawer here, and I'm gonna have a chemical reactor taking the clay in, but I also need to take, I'm missing a few steps. Hold on. So this is gonna make quartz. From here is when I need the resonant ender. I am missing one machine. Hold on. Where was I? This is quartz. Yes, I remember now. So that quartz I'm going to need to combine somewhere. Not sure where I want to do that, but this is going to be put into a chemical reactor with a resonant ender. So that's gonna be done with a loop fabricator, turning that into ender pearls, which I guess I could put here. I'm going to have an extractor extracting from those ender pearls, and then I'm going to need, I guess, a drum. A drum should work for that. Okay, I think I have this figured out. So I'm going to have the quartz piped out from here and into the thing just directly. So something like this. So I'm going to have the ender pearls go through this loop fabricator. They're then going to be taken into this rubber drawer. You see, hold on. That's going to look ugly right there. Let me move that down, I think. Okay, I think I have this figured out. I'm missing something somewhere, aren't I? I think I definitely am. What am I missing? I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out here in a second. I have an extra furnace, and that's kind of scaring me. And then all the other stuff up here is going to be used to make the pulsating prediction matrix. The pulsating, that's what I was missing. Oh, I figured it out. I need a furnace right here. I knew I was missing something. I was like, what am I missing? That was a handful, but it should hypothetically work if I can find a way to get the wires all working. So, you know what? Let me try and figure that out. I'm not going to just take the whole back wall off. Just like completely take it off. Okay. This is an absolute mess, and I've had to like expand out the original platform of this building a little bit, which is not the end of the world, so I'm going to have to put something to cover all this up. So, you don't have any power. That's a problem. Okay, there we go. So you should be making cobblestone. Beautiful. Now I need to, I really hope I don't mess this up. I could very easily mess this up. Okay, so now what I want to do, go and put you back here. I need to forge hammer this. You should go through. You're going to go here. Okay, I need to have this go into here. You're going to forge hammer again. That's going to make sand up here. I need some of it to go into here to make dust. Some of it be why is there sugarcane in there? Okay, this should fix my problem. The conveyor here seems to be a lot faster than the furnace, but I guess I'm fine with making more dust than quartz. This is gonna be iffy. Whatever, the dust should not be that bad. So now what I need to do is I need to have a conveyor here. You're gonna import, you should be making clay. This shouldn't overload the amps if I put a weaker wire here, I'm hoping. I don't think it should because of the way of it working. Should be able to do this. Now you're going to start making clay. Yes, perfect. And then here I'm going to have another conveyor module, though I wish this would be smart. I don't know if it will be smart. I guess we can find out if it will be smart. I don't want it to fill up both of these with clay, only some of it. We'll see if that were, I might need to make like a laser node, which I think I can do pretty easily. Yeah, I might need to make some laser nodes and whatnot. Okay, so up here, I need to be electrolyzing this glass. You should work. You should make another quartz. That's going to go out here. Perfect. I'm going to have this go into here. Import that. Another quartz should go into here. Perfect. All of this stuff should, I want to have it go out there. I think we should be good to go as soon as I get the pristine matter into here. So let's go ahead and test this. So if I get my 33 Enderman predictions, go ahead and put them in here. I want ender pearls. You're going to do that. Hopefully this gets extracted into here. You're going to go into here. You're going to make that stuff. Okay, you go down there. Oh, I don't have... Dang it. I'm not done yet, but I am making this. Okay, and it's being done. All right, that should be all connected up. Is this furnace running now? Yes, it is. Awesome. Okay, now given I had this hopefully working. Hey, can you do this instead, please? Thank you. Okay, that should be working. I kind of hope we are. That should make my pulsating prediction matrix, which I'm then going to store down here. Okay. Little bit annoying, but you know, not the end of the world. It's just this I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. So now all I need to do is clean this mess up. It's looking like a hot mess on the inside and the outside, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so as you can see, it looks like nothing has happened except for a whole bunch of machines, and I'm quite proud of this. I just have a little compartment here. How nice is that? Oh, I thought it was really funny. I might add something more to that. I don't know, but there's like a little thing poking out now. I should make that roof go up a little more. That looks a bit odd. But anyways, it's like nothing was ever there. I just had to add a little thing on the end of it. And we have a whole bunch of pulsating prediction matrix making. And also, I figured out how to do this without doing laser IO. You can actually use robot arms. So let me go ahead and show you. You can set it to keep exact and then how much you want in it exact. So I'm just doing one of each because it doesn't need to be more than that. Right, I can do a stack of each, but now this won't like overflow with one or the other, so I don't need to worry about anything crazy like that. I also went ahead and I upgraded this furnace, so now we're creating quartz or glass faster than we're using it. As you can see, we're stocking up on another quartz here. All I have to do now is connect up the Enderman prediction, the pristines from up here to down here, and then the prediction matrix to up here. I don't think that should be that bad. And what I really want to know, does this reach down here? Please tell. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, I think we can make some upgrades to make it reach. How am I gonna get all that down here? Actually, you know, I don't know. I might need to put a little sneaky something here. I could probably get a little bit creative and put something here. It's gonna look a bit weird. Like I could put a controller or something right here. Actually, there's space for that. Yeah, let me go ahead and see what I can craft up here. All right, so I'm hoping I should be able to put these aluminum upgrades in here. And this should make the range big enough. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is just connect up this right here. I may regret that. Go ahead. I'm gonna get rid of this, I think. I'm instead gonna have this all connected up. So I should be able to go ahead and put this conveyor module back here and then have you set. Have this on import round robin, but I want a filter and I want this to just be pulsating prediction matrix. So this should still work if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So you're going to take that out of the system. So just straight from downstairs. And now what I have to do, I could do the same. This is going to be so much easier once we get applied energistics. I guess the ender pearls we're really only using down here right now, and if I ever need some, I can just grab them. So I'm gonna move this, right? So you should be connected. So all the Enderman prediction is just gonna go straight to down here instead of up there. Yeah, once we get applied energistics in our main base, which I have to think about still. I don't know what I want to do yet. We're gonna probably redo all of these systems over and over again, make them better and whatnot, because this is definitely something I'm gonna have to redo. It does work though, which I'm happy. So put this here. You want import? That should work. We should be good. This should be now completely automated and done. Awesome. I'm actually really happy about that, and I should be able to cover this up with another facade. That is pretty nice. Wow, I'm really happy with all of this. Okay. So this is completely automated. All the stuff up here completely done. Sweet. Okay. That is pretty awesome. Well, now that I have the pulsating prediction matrix part of HNN done, I can actually start making other stuff. I would like to make a Shulker model if I can real quick and get that going. However, before I do that, I'm going to do something a bit cheeky. And I'm having power problems over here. And I can't really run more than one prediction at the same time, at least one of the end ones. So I'm kind of hoping if I connect up the power grids, I might actually be able to. Awesome, so I can make this Shulker data model, and I want to get this as upgraded as I can. I probably am gonna want more than one of these. I'm only gonna make one for now. I am definitely gonna make more in the future. Same thing with Enderman models. It's just right now I can really only level up one at a time. I don't even know if I have the power for this one here. Like if I go ahead and connect you up, I have power in here, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna let this run for a bit. And I definitely need to upgrade my cables. And I got a comment saying that it's just, I can do this right away. I should be able to make vibrant alloy. Yeah, that's just ender pearl dust and energetic alloy. That's actually really easy. Anyway, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to make some of that. I'll probably end up upgrading the power grid once I upgrade like my power production. Because right now I'm still using steam and I gotta stray away from that here pretty soon. We're like really stretching it right now. All right, so now we're going to kind of segue into the next part of the video. I need a base. I have like a bunch of these buildings and whatnot, and I want to keep using them for maybe another episode or two. However, this is probably going to get filled up here pretty soon. And yeah, me building a new building every episode is not going to, it's not going to work in the long term. This is not the greatest solution. main base is probably going to be the best way to go. The one problem is I never have good like exterior ideas. I love making designs for my base and whatnot, and you could probably tell by this if you watched my All the Mods 9 series. The inside I thought looked really cool. There was no entrance though. And it never got finished. But anyway, regardless, I need a base, and I would kind of like to automate some of the materials that I think I'm going to build it out of. And I have a list of things that I think I'm going to use. A lot of it is going to be stone, so that's probably what we're going to do first. So I'm going to need to make a rock crusher, and then there's these anti-blocks as well, which is stone and dye and glowstone. Glowstone won't be hard as soon as we get the witch prediction, which actually, can I make this? I should probably make this. That also brings me to the fact that I've been making more predictions. Like I have another Enderman going, the Shulker. Oh, this one's almost done. Oh, it is done. Okay, I should make another Shulker model. I'm trying to get as many of these as possible. Yeah, I am gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug these two in. I'm gonna give the other Shulker model, and then I'm not sure if I have enough power to run this witch one as well. We can go and try. I really hope I do. I guess we will find out. And another thing I'm going to do is make a circuit assembler, something I should have done a long time ago. I don't know why I'm doing it just now. This is going to save me a lot on resources. Alrighty, so on me, I have a few different things I would kind of like to do. I went ahead and I grabbed white dye and black dye equivalents. So I'm going to use the phytogenic insulators to just make a whole bunch of these flowers to make dyes. These are not hard to make. Then also this wither rose I got by atomic reconstructing dried kelp, which I actually got from kelp you can get from atomically reconstructing plant balls, which I have a bunch of. So that was really easy to get, actually. I'm kind of surprised, but that means we have infinite black dye, which I'm happy about. We just need to do this, which means we need water and then power. Now the question is, where do I want to put this? I already have a power line right here, so I might as well just like set these here. And what I can actually do is I can have input and output here with automatic here, and that should be good. Oh my gosh, I just let the lava out and I couldn't get out of it and I died. I cannot believe I died on a peaceful world. Wow, that just happened. Okay. All right, definitely gonna be putting that log back. As soon as I connect all these up, it should be good and going. These should have water. So now I should be able to put these things in here. They're gonna grow. It is gonna take a while. That's fine. This isn't supposed to be really fast. It's just supposed to be a passive process. But whenever they go out, it should go out here and then back in, so it's kind of circular. So that's step one, getting my dyes went out. Does this work? I really hope this works. Anyways, now on to making the stone. This should be pretty easy. Not this macerator. This should just be a rock crusher and well, actually, I do need the furnace. Smooth stone, right? And stone. So this is going to make me smooth stone, and I would like some of that to be smelted up into, or this is going to make me normal stone. This will be smelted up into smooth stone. So just one of these connected up here. All right, so when I connect this up, everything should be working. Yes, it is all working. Awesome. So this is going to make me a whole bunch of smooth stone. This is going to make a whole bunch of stone, and I think we're all good. Next, I would kind of like to choose a spot for this base. We have a huge flat area over here, so it's probably the best location for it. And like I said, I don't exactly know what I want to do. I have a rough idea of the patterns and whatnot I would like to do. I want to make another futuristic base, kind of like we did in All the Mods 9, but maybe a little bit more touchy on the sci-fi side. I'm not sure. I love the glowing blocks and gray concrete, though. That I really liked from our All the Mods 9 base, so I'd like to carry that over. This time, though, I think it's going to be beneficial if I make it above ground instead of below ground, simply because we're constantly going to be expanding this base because we're playing with Greg Tech. So I think making it underground is just going to make that difficult because I don't exactly know how much space I'm going to need. So like just building a big platform right here could be the way to go. I don't want to do it just that simple though. Is it going to be a giant box? I don't know. So in my experience of just playing modded Minecraft and also watching some other Greg Tech YouTubers, I think instead of having a base that's going out infinitely, we did that in All the Mods 9 where it was kind of getting really annoying to get across. I think it's better if we do multiple floors, and we'll kind of figure that out as we go. I think not having everything set in stone at the beginning is probably the way to go. I think things being fluid in your base is going to make it much more enjoyable to build and like kind of play with. Whereas, okay, I know I'm going to put this here, that's going to go there. I feel like that's going to get a little annoying, and I'm probably going to regret that later on because I might want to change things around. I don't want that easy to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of plan out different areas, but I'm not going to kind of say what they are. I just want areas to do stuff, and that's that. I'm not going to give it a certain purpose at first. I'm not going to care about the size so much. You know, if I have a spot and I have something I need to automate and the spot fits, I'm going to go to that spot. That's kind of my like ideology that I'm going to take with this space. And I think that's what I would recommend to you guys too. And another thing, plan your pathways first. Always plan the pathways first, because then you get stuck with stuff that doesn't look nice. And that I learned a little bit in All the Mods 9. Plan that out first. So there's this little bit of a dip here. I don't know if I want to start there. I'm probably going to end up having to flatten out this whole area at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of maybe lay out a small little plan with this cobblestone. I'm going to walk you guys through my base building process just a little bit. I would like to take this base pretty seriously. Not seriously, I want to have a lot of fun with it, but I want to kind of walk you guys through it, and I want to share my thought process with you because I didn't really do that in All the Mods 9, and I feel like it's pretty entertaining when people do that, so, you know, enjoy the show. So I do kind of want like a focal point, you know, where we have our Emmys system and whatnot. Some other like maybe display boards, right? For now, I'm just gonna mark a spot for that. It's gonna be right here. I should make a bunch of signs. That's a really good idea. So I know for sure probably this will be the central kind of access panel of my base. I will go ahead and allocate this space to that. I'm not sure exactly how big I want this to be. And another thing, I'm not going to chunk align this space because it doesn't really matter in newer versions of GregTech, or specifically Community Edition GregTech that I know of. But the central panel room does not need to be very big at all. Like, I'm talking, it could be a 3x3 like this, right? We just need our central AE stuff and maybe some panels here, and that is it. That's all I really need for that. So then I don't see why we can't have some sort of pathway here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of symbolize this. And this could probably go all the way to the end. We could have one big central hallway. I'm not opposed to that. So now I would kind of like to start making some compartments. Now this is where I'm going to have to get a little bit more mathy with it. I want to make sure this is in an odd degree so I have a direct center block with everything I do, because having double center is weird to build with. And another, I guess, good way of doing that is kind of, you know how big you want your compartments to be. Like over here, I'm probably going to want another pathway, right? But I would like to build maybe a little like panel or wall or something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide, maybe 7. And so we have a little thing going out here, and we have another pathway, right? So now we have a pathway going over here, boom, another pathway going here. And then I guess we could have like probably just machines and whatnot on these pathways. We don't need to kind of expand them further. I might make them longer. I probably should make them longer at some point. But this is just kind of the general idea that I want. Probably like a rib cage base, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm going to plan out some more pathways and whatnot, and I'll be back and hopefully have some more explaining to do. Alrighty, so just a little bit of planning later. It's probably easier if I show you this on like a mini map. Oh, that's really not easy to see, is it? It might be easier to see on Journey Map. So I have kind of, I dug out a little bit of the hill over here, which I'm probably gonna have to get rid of completely, which is gonna be a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So as you can see, I have one long central hallway, and I have another hallway going around here, and these each have 2 little pathways going across it. We should have plenty of space there. There's these little blocks here as well. So like each of one of these like lines, think of, we can put machines across it, right? So that's kind of the plan, the goal. This one I haven't exactly figured out how long I want to be. I'll get there when I get there, right? And we also have more space over here. So I'm still deciding exactly what I want to do with this end of the base. I'm not going to get to it when I don't want to yet, right? Because I have to figure out another pathway to put here. I'll probably just make like another compartment here, right? Have a pathway going here maybe that has like different pathways going across here is probably the plan. But currently, yeah, this I kind of like the layout of, so I'm gonna stick with this. I might eventually want to move the control panel to a more central place, and if I do decide I want to do that, I am gonna do it. But for now, I think this is a pretty good plan, and I do kind of want to start getting maybe some pathways in. So what I think I'm actually going to do is make the actual pathways for the first floor be higher up, and then I can have a basement, which a basement is always awesome. I love making basements. That'll be really useful. So do I want the base to start up this high? Probably not a bad idea. I guess I'm going to spend a lot of time on this. And the pattern I'm about to use might look familiar to some of you that watch another YouTuber by the name of Threefold, and that's where I did get this floor design from because I really liked it. He used eroded smooth stone and then also normal smooth stone for a checkerboard pattern, which I thought looked so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I think this looks amazing. I'm a huge fan of the way this looks, so I'm gonna copy that. You know, call me crazy. Hey, I cited my sources, so I love it. I'm gonna go with it because I think it looks good. So another thing, I think I want my pathways to be 5 wide, just because I think the more space, the better, right? Never a bad thing to have more space on your pathway. I don't really want to feel cramped in my own base, and I have plenty of space, so I think we should be good to kind of make it like this. And I want to have it outlined with gray concrete on the side here. And then we'll have some other floor pattern, right, that's not on the pathway. I just want this checkerboard pattern to be on the pathway, and that's it. So I have a little something here, right? Obviously, this is just a small little pathway. I'm gonna have to keep expanding this, though. I'm gonna make a copy paste gadget to make my life a lot easier here, right? And I would kind of like to have these gray concrete borders around it, and then this will transition into probably a darker floor. I think this gray concrete is gonna be a great transition between those, because this is kind of a simple, don't steal your attention away from the floor or whatever we have on the walls transition. I think it'll look good. Yeah. So having the pathway aligned like this, and on the outside of this, I would kind of like to have some of the bright blocks that I want to have your attention, right? Like the outline of the pathway, having the bright blocks, it'll look kind of nice, I think. But this is kind of like the gist of what I have for the pathway. I think this is gonna look kind of nice. I love the checkerboard. So I'm hoping with a little bit more building and whatnot, I can kind of get a general layout down. I think I just want to get the central pathway down here today. Maybe work on these. I might make these pathways smaller. I'm not sure yet. I might not have a pathway here at all. Maybe like a small little something, but I think this main pathway should be like this, and we might have a smaller one going this way, because having a 5 wide pathway here might not be the best idea. But we also need to have some sort of wall design that like kind of separates these pathways and whatnot, which I still have to work on. I have something of a creative world going on, working on some designs, but I haven't finalized them yet. So just like the pathway, I know I'm going to do this. But anyways, unfortunately, I am all out of time for today. This video did take me a little longer to get out, and I apologize for that. It is finals week for me. I'm almost done with them, so winter break is coming for like a month, and you should see some more content, which I'm very much looking forward to playing this mod pack over winter break. I should have a lot more time, hopefully. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit the like button below. I can talk, I think. Hit subscribe if you enjoy my content. Any recommendations on the base and whatnot, and I love your guys' Greg Tech tips. It helps a lot, because I am a Greg Tech noob, but I think it's really fun. So thank you guys so much for all the support, all the comments. I love you guys. Mwah! I will see you guys in the next episode of Monifactory.